Y'all not gonna believe this. Jasmine Crockett decided she wanted to clap back at Trump after she clapped at Trump and Trump clapped back at her. Now, this whole look. But first, y'all got to see this clip, man. What's going on with the Democrats, y'all? L.A. County Sheriff Alex announced that he's ending his 44, I ain't want to say his last name, can y'all tell, 44 years as a registered Democrat and joining the Republican Party. What's going on, Democrats? I'm just saying, everybody jumping ship.
As of today, and if you have cameras, get them rolling.
Oh.
Share this on social media. As of today, I'm leaving the party of paid protests, purple hair, and pronouns. I'm joining the party of faith, family, and freedom.
Congrats, man. You know what I mean? Look, I hope y'all partied all night long. I don't know. That was right before my time, but I know. At least I know the hook. All night long. Anywho. Yeah, man, everybody jumping ship. I've been somebody who, when did I start my journey? It's been almost 2 years, about 2 years. Dang. It's been about 2 years since I've officially no longer been at anywho. What about your journey? I would love to hear y'all's story. I'll give y'all a very brief, summary of mine if you haven't watched it already on the pinned video. Yeah, I was a Democrat my whole life until I had that Uber ride, and this woman basically asked me, why do I not support Donald Trump? And in exchange, it was somewhat emotional on my end, nothing volatile at all. And she encouraged me not to watch CNN. Literally went home, went straight to CNN, had all my talking points, and I was over there like, yeah. Just completely went against what she told me to do. And then I watched Trump speak live, and I went back to CNN, and it was like, hold up. He ain't say that. Hold on, he ain't say that either. Hold on, wait. He ain't say that. You know what I mean? So that was my experience, and that's what got me off of the Democrat plantation. I would love to hear your stories in the comments as well, and I would love for y'all to interact with each other as well. I don't see y'all really mixing mingling, kings and queens, you know what I mean? I'm lying. I do see y'all mixing mingling from time to time, but, what I mean by that is I would love for y'all to engage with y'all's stories in this particular fashion. I'm in no way, shape, or form am I over here saying that y'all aren't doing an amazing job in the comment section. Oh, my God. Y'all doing them. Anywho, let's move on because y'all ain't come here to talk about me. We came in to listen to Jasmine Crockett, right? That was the better option. That's the better option that we have right now, right? Yeah. So, Donald Trump responded to the Democrats and Jasmine Crockett basically saying, look, this is Yalita. These are Yalitas. You guys are doomed. But fast forward, this isn't her response to yesterday when she was speaking to students. Oh, my gosh. She told the students to use a chair against the haters.
There are going to be people that tell you that you don't belong. And I am here to tell you over and over and over that you absolutely belong. There are people that are going to tell you that there is not a table in which there is a seat for you. But I am here to remind you of Montgomery and those folding chairs. Let me tell you that we know how to use a chair, whether we pulling it up or we doing something else with it. Let me be the first one to tell you that I know that y'all are ready to put your boots on the ground. That's your cue. There we go. Hey.
You ready?
I ain't gonna lie, that's that song right there, though. See, that's how they get you. I was almost a Democrat. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? They almost got me. Let them fans. Look, you know what I'm saying? Look, that's a, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm back. You almost had me, Jasmine. That's how they get you, bro. Be the music. Be the music. All right, coming back to my reality. telling us black people, encouraging us to go ahead and throw some chairs again. Come on. I mean, well, she ain't necessarily said that. Let me stop lying. That was a lie. She basically said we know how to use chairs and all this other stuff. And wokeness, of course, pointed out use a chair against haters for sure, man. She did say that. I like what Clown World put here, though. This is what passes for inspiration now, telling black students to weaponize chairs instead of the education. Absolute clown show. Now, what I don't enjoy about this is just the sensationalism, man. It's just like, I get that we on cues and all that, but this right here is doing nothing but adding to the divisiveness that in terms of the rhetoric and that Congresswoman Crockett continues to spew, and he's Democrats as well. You don't believe me? I'll show you that in a minute. But, okay, I'll go ahead and get to the response. We're going to go ahead and do this with my guy, Jeffrey Min. Make sure y'all follow him. Trump calls Rep. Crockett low IQ. Her clapback, you're just scared of a smart, bold black woman. No facts, no rebuttal, just identity politics on autopilot. She literally proved this point in real time. The Democrat playbook never fails to be predictable.
I can't name one Democrat. I mean, I look at the Democrats, they're in total disarray. They have a new person named Crockett. I watched her speak the other day. She's definitely a low IQ person. And they said she's the future of the party.
I mean, he's not wrong. And this is her response to what he said. For you to be in charge of the whole country, you sure do have my name in your mouth a lot. Every time you say my name, you're reminding the world that you're terrified of smart, bold black women telling the truth and holding you accountable. So keep talking. Okay. You notice something, right? She made it about gender and about race. He didn't mention anything about her gender or race. He just said she's low IQ, which happens to be true. And rather than giving something to combat that, she wants to make it about race and gender and him being afraid of black people because he's racist and scared of women and whatever. Low IQ argument. It's just so interesting because it's typical of like Democrats and Democratic politicians. Let's make this about race and gender. Let's not show anything to prove that he's wrong. Let's just say he's scared of people who are black and a woman. Such a great comeback. She's proving his point.
Literally proved his point. I mean, like to a T. This man didn't introduce identity in this at all in terms of identity politics. But this is what Democrats do every single time they pull out that race card. Hey, you know what I mean? We swiping that thing today. Oh, yeah, you just afraid of black women. Really? But did you not see what was going on prior to Black History Month and also the Black History Month events that he had? Now, I know y'all going to be, oh, well, it was Black History Month. But I'm saying, yes, I know personally. I have contacts in my phone of black women who are working with the Trump administration. Personally. Now, I don't know nobody in the Trump. Well, okay, wait. I know somebody who works in the Trump administration. I don't have access to the inside or nothing like that. So there's just that. That's literally it. I just know somebody. It's a black woman. We've actually reacted to on the channel. Had the pleasure of being able to get introduced to and things of that nature, and many other black women conservatives and black men conservatives as well. Anywho, the point is, bringing race and, you know, the black women, and this is just continuing to fuel this fire and this divide between Americans and their association with white people and black people. Use a chair. Oh, Trump, you're afraid of black women and this, that. This. You see people hit this and they go, yeah, you know what I mean? He is. He don't like black people, but no credible evidence other than sensationalism. None whatsoever. Now, this right here is a throwback clip. It's a throwback. But I mean, now that you have all the context and all that, in terms of me saying that she's adding nothing more to I can't even talk. She's adding nothing more but more divide within the Americans' association with black and white. Just listen to this.
I am tired of the white tears. Listen. you are competent, you are not concerned. When I walk into Congress every single day, you know why I don't feel a way and why you can't make me doubt who I am is because I know that I had to work 10 times as hard as they did just to get into the seat. When you look and you compare me to Marjorie Taylor Greene or me.
You had to work 10 times as hard. Didn't you tell us that you didn't even want to be in Congress and somebody just kind of like propped you in that position? Like, am I tripping? Or didn't we watch a clip like that before? I'm going to have to find that.
To Lauren Boebert, there is no comparison. And that is the life that we have always lived. So the only people that are crying are the mediocre white boys that have been beaten out by people that historically have had to work so much harder. This is why they don't want us to have education. This is why they are trying to literally say we won't fund the HBCUs because they know that if they've already.
Donald Trump literally broke records with HBCUs, brought them all of the, what was it? I don't know, deans, I know the board of directors, I'm not sure. Brought them all in one room and asked them how can he help them, provided, buku money. More than Obama.
Gone after affirmative action, and they're saying, you know what, don't allow them to come into, say, these PWIs, as we call them. Don't allow them to come into these institutions. We know why they created the HBCUs in the first place. It was because they wouldn't allow us into the white institutions. And so now they're not allowing us in. And now they're saying, you know what, we're also going to defund the HBCUs. You know why? Because they don't want any more Kamala Harrises. They don't want any more Jasmine Crockett's. But I got news for them. I don't care what they do. We will fight to the end to make sure that we get our due. Because again, if you want to talk about the people that shouldn't be in this country, you probably need to look in the mirror, because the last time I checked, the Native Americans who some of ICE have been rounding up, or the Puerto Ricans who are absolutely Americans, listen, the only people that came and colonized this place are your ancestors, Trump.
I don't care what nobody said. That was just racist. She grew up far more privileged than most people, as Carlos Danger adds. Why can't she say, hey, I worked hard to get here. You can do it too. Why can't she say, hey, I really worked hard to put myself in this position, you know, maybe even if it came through some extra Act Blue donations, which I'm under investigation with. But it's possible for you to be able to do this. Why can't we never hear that from an Al Sharpton or a Jasmine Crockett or a black Democrat? Why can it never be, hey, you're capable? But you ask the same person. You challenge them one day. Hey, man, what is it that you can do that? What is it that they can do that you can't do? 9 times out of 10, you're going to usually get an impulsive response like, nothing. I can do whatever I put my mind to. Woo, 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 woo. Then you go, well, what's holding you back? Then they go, the white man. Somebody says she needs to learn history instead of constantly being race baiting. I ain't gonna say the rest. This actually says more about her constituents than it does than her. Crackpot is absolutely disgusting, says the newly minted millionaire congresswoman. Leave out race is just an opinion piece about who worked harder. Totally fine. She adds race and false accusations to generate resentment and division. Not the words of Jesus or Dr. King. Amen to that. Somebody said, you didn't work at all. You're only where you are because you're black, not because you were smart or you worked hard. Ha, ha, ha. Now, somebody might say that and go, okay, they being racist. However, it was her who also said that you should hire me because I'm black. Is it not? I'm just saying, if you're going to get mad at that, she literally said, I told them to hire me because I'm black. Y'all be safe. Go check on somebody today. You can quite literally be saving their life. Can't take this.